today we have a meeting in Brussels of European Union leaders, but also we are dealing with 300 billion euros worth Russian frozen assets. What can we use? And also give to Ukraine. These talks started so actively, and instead of putting Putin, who is an aggressor, under pressure and heavy pressure, now President Zelensky and Ukraine is under heavy pressure to start negotiations. I just talked to the foreign minister of Ukraine as well, and of course they want to have a peace, and they want to have a just and lasting peace. But the only person who doesn't want this peace right now is actually President Putin. And from Estonian perspective as well, we are not witnessing the situation only as a peace in Ukraine, but Putin has told already since 2007 from the Munich Security Conference what actually are the reasons he started aggressions in Europe. I remind you as well that the first invasion took place in 2008 in Georgia, and we didn't respond. 2014, actually, the war in Ukraine started. We had some kind of Minsk agreements, but Putin has continued the brutal war now since like 3 years. And the root causes he's talking about, he wants to eliminate, is not only about some territories in Ukraine, but it's about destroying Ukraine. It's about moving the NATO umbrella to the position 1997. It means that Finland, Sweden, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, Romania, and some other countries will be out from the NATO umbrella, Article 5. And also, obviously, Putin's goal, and he has said it publicly after President Trump started these negotiations or talks, whatever we call. He said very clearly that he is now going to use these talks to eliminate the root causes he actually put on the table in 21st December. So we are not only talking about right now about peace in Ukraine, but we are talking about much larger scale Putin's interests. And the fact is as well that he was not able to gain these goals within 3 days of a special operation. Not only about a country like us, but NATO as an organization which is able to react and using the Article 5. So we don't trust Putin, and this is not only about Estonians. We need to understand that Putin is not keeping his word. He's just gaining some more space. He can say very clearly that if he have any kind of like good deal from his side, that actually he can have the next steps about aggressions in Ukraine, or as well maybe testing the NATO. That Trump is actually caring, and US is caring about NATO and Article 5 and also us, but it can be the consequences what is coming in. Because Trump is now under great pressure, the only person who is under great pressure to find a very quick peace, whatever it costs, because he has promised it before the elections and also right now. So what Europe is doing right now is actually collecting funds, collecting resources to fund Ukraine on military level, as well financially. Today we have a meeting in Brussels of European Union leaders. But also we are dealing with 300 billion euros worth Russian frozen assets. What can we use? And also give to Ukraine.
Do you think they should be used, Margus? Do you think that...
Should, but we must use them. And the problem is that, as you know, European sanctions must be rolled over or decided every other 6 months. And it is consensus decision. It means all 27 countries. And Viktor Orban from Hungary already announced that he's going to block every decision which is going to support Ukraine. So it means that in July, there can be a situation that the European Union is not able to continue the sanctions and also freeze the frozen assets. And instead of supporting more Ukraine and putting Putin under pressure, we are giving 300 billion euros worth money, the central bank money to Putin actually as a award or something like this. So
to go back
I see the change as well. I see the change as well amongst different country leaders that they cannot explain that to their own people that why we do it, and also at the same time we're using our own taxpayers' money to support Ukraine.